Bartlesville and Tulsa Union. Union coming into this game 7-9. Bartlesville coming into the contest at 8-8. Early in the third quarter now, we pick up the action as David Hines has the basketball for Bartlesville. Union team put a zone together that really sealed off the baseline on Bartlesville. The Bruins going to have to go to some outside shooting in the contest. Darren Hall, junior swingman on the outside. Rick Page is in there at pivot. That's Jason Skurczynski, number 23. And the other member of the lineup is Chris Mueller right now. Darren Hall hits one from the outside. And that shot gives the Bruins their first lead, or their third lead of the ball game. They're up 31-30, trailed 30-27 at the intermission. Hall has hit 8 points in the ball game now. 7 minutes to go, third quarter. We join the action early part of the third quarter. Shot from the outside. Mark Thompson doesn't go, but Sid Bertram comes in and hits the shot on the nice funnel. Bertram has 4 points now, and Union takes their third lead of the night. It's 32-31. Hall into Page, but that zone does a good job of collapsing around the Bartlesville pivot man, and they'll call a jump ball out of it. Bruins jumped out to a 6-0 lead. But then Union came back, tied the ball game at 8, and then went ahead at the end of the first quarter, 18-12, and led 30-27 at the intermission. Jump ball controlled by Bertram of Union. Hands it off to Scott Allison, and Allison ahead. Works it down to Mark Thompson. This is the follow to watch. An excellent shooting touch. Shot doesn't fall for Pat Kenny. Bruins up with the rebound. Hines on the move. Darren Hall on the left wing. Hines over the zone. Not going to go. Sid Bertram the rebound for the Redskins. Now Scott Allison brings it across midcourt. Hines picks him up. Bruins in a man-to-man defense. Union working the zone. Thompson bumped by Jason Skurczynski. 5 minutes and 54 seconds to go in the third quarter. And Skurczynski has his third personal foul, but that's the first team foul. Here's Thompson, baseline drive, and he's a dandy. Mark Thompson hits his 20th point of the night. And it's a 3-point Union lead of 34-31. Bruins need some outside shooting, and Darren Hall supplies it. 10 points for Hall. 34-33 Union. 5.5 minutes to play now in the third stanza. Allison. Now Mark Thompson. Good defense by Hines, who keeps his opponent off balance. They try to go low to Pat Kenny off the pass by Thompson, but a foul is spotted. Mike Wise caught pushing. No free throw. It's Wise first foul. Bertram hits one. Sid Bertram makes his 6th point of the night. 36-33. Union a 3-point lead. 5:14 to go in the third quarter. 34 into the lineup for Bartlesville now is Billy Woodard. Woodard's shot partly blocked. Union wanting a traveling call, but they're not going to get it. Instead, a foul called on the outside on Bertram. It's his third foul. It's the first team foul. They say it occurred before the shot. David Hines comes down to hit one. 36-35. Hines pops in his 5th and 6th points. A little under 5 minutes to go now in the third quarter. Mark Thompson, 22. Keep your eye on him. Fine shot. This one goes short. Mike Wise the rebound. Outlet Hines. Hines gets around a potential double team. Goes corner. There's Pugh. Not going to fall. Thompson with the rebound. They'll catch Mike Wise again. It'll be the second foul on Wise. Third team foul on Bartlesville. Union ahead 36-35. Coming up on the 4-minute mark, third quarter. Allison on the outside. They really looked at Thompson, 22, but this time it's Pat Kenny and Rick Pugh with the rebound. David Hines takes control of the point of the Bartlesville offense. Darren Hall. Bruins having trouble moving the ball inside the zone. Hines over the top of it. That solves the problem. And the Bruins take their 4th lead of this basketball game, 37-36. Hines has 8 now. 3:41 to go in the third quarter. There's 22, Mark Thompson. They really like to look to him. And Thompson already in this ball game has 20 points. Far and away the leading scorer. Hall next high for the Bruins has 10. Thompson picked up by Woodard now, who's in for Jason Skurczynski. Jason's picked up his third foul. Foul on Mike Wise, and Wise has picked up his second foul in about the last 2 minutes. Wise second personal, fourth team foul, but it'll be a two-shot situation here for Sid Burcham of Union. And he misses the front side of the two-shot foul opportunity. Burcham has 6 points in the ball game. And at 6'6", he and Pat Kinney, who is 6'5", give Union some good size along the back line. Burcham hits the second free throw. It's his 7th point. He ties the ball game, 37-37. About 3 minutes and 30 seconds to play now in the third quarter. Billy Woodard on the outside. Wise sets in the high post, gets the pass, ball knocked away. Pugh baseline drive. Won't go down for him, and out of bounds. No foul. A foul is called on Mike Wise. Wise has picked up his third foul in the last 2 minutes and 45 seconds. It is also the 5th team foul on Bartlesville in the second half, and it's the start of 1-and-1 free throws now for Union. Pat Kinney hits the front side of the one and bonus. And now Union has retaken the lead. It's 38-37. 3 minutes, 1 second on the clock. Bonus shot for Pat Kinney. Has 5 points for the ball game. To the rebound for Bartlesville. Billy Woodard. Now David Hines sets it up and calls the offensive set. Pugh sets high. Woodard swings around to the backside. Mike Wise working the low post. Now they go to Pugh, who has slid down low. Good Union size is preventing the Bruins from doing a lot. And a 3-second violation is whistled here on Bartlesville, so the ball goes back over to Union. There's Mark Thompson, 22, a dandy. 1 point lead for Union. They're up 38-37. Thompson from downtown. Oh, this guy is really burning him up. 22 points for Thompson. 3-point lead for Union. He has over half of their total. Thompson with 22, and his team has 40. 40-37, Union with the lead. 2 minutes, 10 seconds now to go in the third quarter. Pugh to Woodard. Trying to see Hall inside, but that zone's got him pretty well surrounded. Another 3-second violation here on Bartlesville. And so the ball goes back over to the Union Redskins. Union coming into this game 7-9. The Bruins, very similar record, but even at 8-8. Union up by 3. Bruins in a man defense, but it's put a lot of pressure on whoever's guarding Mark Thompson. He's been extraordinarily hot in this ball game. Good ball player all the way around, though. Baseline jump shot, good. Sid Burcham. Burcham with 9 and a 5-point Union lead, 42-37. 2:03 to play now in the game's third quarter. And Union comes back with a steal, and they could open it up to a 7-point lead here after the Bruins were able to draw even at 37. Bartlesville's also had one lead here in the second half, a 31-30 edge back in the first minute of play when Darren Hall hit a shot to lift Bartlesville up by 1. Union came back then to score 4 straight, take the lead. Bruins caught them at 37. Actually, Bruins went ahead 37-36 briefly, and it was tied up again. Now Union trying to take the final few seconds off the clock here. Thompson had it partly blocked, and the Bruins come up with the basketball. Woodard comes up with the handle, hands to Hines. Rick Page tries to drive the lane. Baseline inside, turnaround, nice move by Billy Woodard. 35 seconds to go as Woodard hits his first 2 and cuts the Union margin to 3 at 42-39. And a steal by Page. He deflected. Hines up with the ball. Page a drive. He scores. Nice feed from Hines. Page has 6. It's a 1-point game again. Union could have opened up a 7-point lead had they hit about 30 seconds ago. But now back-to-back baskets by Woodard and Page have made it a 1-point game. 42-41. 16 seconds to go in the third quarter. Deep shot. Not going to go, but a foul after the shot on Pugh. So Steve Doucette will be at the line with 2 seconds left in the third quarter. Hits the front side of the 1-and-1. Union 43, Bartlesville 41. 5 points in the game for Steve Doucette. has half a dozen. His team has 44, 41. Bruins in the final seconds trying to get a shot away. Can't do it. That's the end of the third quarter, and we'll be back with more in a moment. There's more to the Bartlesville Ramada Inn than comfortable lodging. There's the beautiful restaurant featuring the city's most delicious buffet. The Ramada's ballroom and meeting rooms are perfect for wedding receptions, business or social gatherings. Unwind at the Ramada's private club. Swim in the comfort at the indoor pool. You are always welcome at Bartlesville's beautiful Ramada Inn, featuring large, comfortable suites for your out-of-town family or business guests. All at the Ramada Inn on Highway 75 South in Bartlesville. Now a look at the school calendar. Coming up this week, the National Votech Week will be observed around the community, as well as National FHA Week, all coming up these next few days. And then on Tuesday, the schools are up open house. Ranch Heights Science Fair will be Wednesday, along with the Hoover Science Fair. All events coming up in the schools. The school calendar brought to you by United Linen and Uniform Rental. Union 44, Bartlesville 41. Fourth quarter about to get underway. Mark Thompson, 22. Well, he wears number 22, and that's his point total right now for Union. He's the game's leading scorer. Darren Hall, the only Bruin in double figures, has 10. Now the Bruin fans thinking Steve Doucette might have dragged the pivot foot. Didn't really appear that he did. There's Thompson with it outside. Hall out to challenge him. Bruins had been in a man-to-man in the third quarter. Looks like they've come back out on a zone defense now. Union's been a zone, a tough zone for the Bruins to solve to the inside. Union zone has really sealed off the baseline in this ballgame on Bartlesville. Thompson over Skurczynski, and 24 points for Mark Thompson, 46-41. 7.5 minutes left in the game now as Union is up to a 5-point lead again. Hines, Skurczynski on the outside. Bill Souders in there now at pivot. Skurczynski's shot doesn't go. Rebound to 55, Sid Burcham for Union. Steve Doucette across the midcourt line. Challenge there by Hines. In the middle. Burcham's shot doesn't go. Hines comes up with the ball. Fast breaking for the Bruins. Outnumbered, they'll set it up. Union ahead by 5. There's Hall, and Darren Hall finds the ring. 12 points for Hall, 3-point game. Union's 46-43 lead here at 6:47 to play in the third quarter. Bruins need to pick up the intensity of the game. Loose ball, and up with it is Pugh. Tim back to Skurczynski, and Jason will bring it across midcourt. Bruins haven't had a lot inside that zone as Hines fires away. Hall with an offensive rebound and a follow and a basket. And Hall is at 2 in a row, and it's a 1-point game again. 14 for Hall in the game. 6:15 to play in the contest. Union 46, Bartlesville 45. Thompson, don't leave him open. That's what he does. 6 minutes to go as Thompson hits his 26th point. 48-45 Union. Drive, but a missed shot by Hall and a charging foul on Darren Hall. Bruin fans don't care for that call a great deal. Hall picks up his second foul. They really looked at Thompson. Baseline drive, won't fall for him. Tip doesn't go, and a foul. And Burcham is caught with his fourth foul over the back. Only the second team foul of the second half on Union. Bruins take it out of bounds. 5.5 minutes to go in the ball game. Hines is set with him step for step. Now see if Union's come out of their zone. They have. They're in a man-to-man. Pugh. This is Souder inside. Turnaround doesn't go. Follow shot won't go for Mueller, but the tip by Souder is good. That was Woodard, that is, who had the shot, but then Souder came back with the tip. 48-47 Union. Bartlesville back within 1. 5 minutes to play. Union trying to set it up. They've shot well in this game, particularly Thompson, who has 26 points. There he is. And they say drag the pivot foot. Thompson says, how did I do that? Ball goes to Bartlesville. Bruins can take the lead on this possession. Bill Souder will put it in play. Souder, a real promising junior on this club, a 6'6" youngster. Hines across midcourt. Union picking him up. Union came out, had a 5-point lead. At 46-41 in the first 30 seconds of this quarter, Bruins have sliced it down, and now Bartlesville can take the advantage if they can hit here. Hines, baseline drive. His shot doesn't go, but he is fouled. Hines with 8 points will go to the line. And the foul is on Pat Kinney. 4:32 left. And Hines here can knot the score. Two-shot award for senior point guard David Hines. And he ties it 48-48. 49-48 as Hines hits them both. 4.5 minutes left now as Union heads back up court. Bartlesville with their 5th lead of this ball game, but it's the first time they've been ahead here in the 4th quarter. Doucette cuts inside the Bruin defense. Kinney, baseline shot doesn't go over Sauter. Sauter scrambles for the rebound, and it is out of bounds to Bartlesville. Now the Bruins, Rick Pugh can't get a shot down. Mark Thompson comes up with the basketball. And a foul. Pugh over the back chasing his own shot. Sends Thompson to the line. And he hits the free throw. 49-49. 27 points for Thompson. Bonus shot now coming on the 1-and-1. 4:02 to play. Tie score. Thompson doesn't hit this one, though. Sauter with the rebound. Hines, long lead pass to Hall. Hall almost dragged his pivot foot, but didn't, the official says. Hines has the ball knocked away and stolen away by Union. Redskins have it. Mark Hamilton, long lead pass to Thompson. They set Burcham low. Now Burcham in the middle of the Bruin zone. And the Bruin fans thought he traveled. The official gave them a 3-second call anyway, so the Bruin fans got what they wanted, and that was the basketball for their team. Sauter will put the ball into play along the sideline. Hines. 49-49. Lead has changed hands 8 times in this game. Here's Woodard. Yes, Bill Woodard. And the Bruins have their 6th lead at 51-49. 3 minutes, 17 seconds to play in the game. Here comes Union. Over the top. Not going to go for Steve Doucette, but his teammate Mark Hamilton comes up with the rebound. But they catch Thompson with a travel call again, and it goes back over to Bartlesville. So the Bruins have possession of the basketball. And they're up by a 51-49 count. And now the Bruins come up with the violation. That gives the ball back over to Union. 5-second call on Bartlesville. Getting ready to put the ball in play, number 12, Jay Dockweiler, has just come into the game. Now to the left side. Shot is going to be missed by number 3, Mark Hamilton, and towing the line for the rebound, Billy Woodard gets the ball for Bartlesville. Hands it to Hines. Bruins calling time at midcourt. So it's a Bartlesville timeout. The fans are seeing a good ball game here. Bruins leading 51-49. Jason Skurczynski puts it in play. Bruins being careful now, looking for a shot, but only the very best shot. Hines penetrates, brings it back out. Chris Mueller back in the lineup now. And a foul is going to be called on Mark Thompson. Only the 2nd of the ball game on Thompson. It is team foul number 5 on Union. So both teams into the 1-and-1. Mueller hits the front end of his bonus. That's his 3rd point. 52-49. 3-point lead here for Bartlesville with 2 minutes and 9 seconds to play in the game. Bonus shot for Mueller rolls in. 4-point lead for Bartlesville. Biggest lead since 6-0. 53-49. Turnaround by Thompson, way short. Skurczynski with the rebound and traveling on Jason underneath. Bruin fans don't care a lot for the call because it appeared that Jason Skurczynski was getting hammered pretty good in there, but the official said he dragged the pivot foot. Therefore, it is Union's ball. J. Dockweiler will put it in play. Doesn't go. Mike Wise the rebound, and a foul on Mark Hamilton. Reaching over on Mike Wise. One and bonus for Wise, and Mike's had a subpar scoring night, but he's contributed well off the boards. That free throw is his 5th point of the night. 1 minute, 52 seconds to play in the game. Bruins 54, Union 49. Union led 46-41 in the early part of this quarter. 55-49, Wise with half a dozen. Bruins doing well at the free throw line. At this point, 6 for 6 in the 4th quarter. Thompson over Skurczynski, but now Thompson's starting to cool off a little bit. Hall clears the defensive rebound to Hines. Lead pass Skurczynski. Jason scores, and Bartlesville has their largest lead of the game at 57-49 with a minute and a half left. Good pass inside to Burcham. Looked like Wise had the block. Mike thought he did. Mike picks up his 4th foul. Sid Burcham will be at the line for Union. Minute 25 on the clock. Foul shot is there. 57-50. Bruins lead that was as many as 8 is now 7. That 8-point lead, their largest margin of this game. Remember, they trailed by 5 in the early part of this quarter. So Union's gone cold. More particularly, Mark Thompson has gone cold. 57-51 as Burcham hit both his foul shots, and an intentional foul was whistled on Jay Dockweiler. Union scrambling after the ball. The minute 16 to go. You saw the official signal 2 for the intentional foul. Mike Wise to the line. The Bruins have hit 6 of 6 foul shots here in the 4th quarter. That's the first miss at the free throw line in the 4th period. Still, Bartlesville has a lead of 6 at 57-51. And Mike Wise, who's getting a lot of attention as a blue chip college football prospect, hits his foul shot here, 58-51. Bartlesville in the lead. Burcham, too hard. Wise, another defensive rebound. And boy, Mike's done a great job off the defensive glass. And David Hines is fouled in Bruin backcourt by Dockweiler. Wanted 2 shots, didn't get them. 1 in bonus instead. 1 minute, 4 seconds on the clock as Hines cans the free shot. Here's the bonus, 59-51. Bruins back up by 8. This one rolls off the rim. Bruins 6 of 8 in the 4th quarter at the foul line, and that's not too bad. Good move to the inside, but a good defensive play by Wise, who batted the ball down. Loose ball near midcourt. Who's going to find it? Union finally comes up with it, and at midcourt, a foul. This will be on Mueller. They say Chris was blocking on Mark Hamilton. 51 seconds on the clock as Hamilton hits the free throw. 59-52. Bartlesville's lead 7. Still at 7. Wise tips it to Skurczynski. Hines on the outlet. Whoever has the ball is drawing at least double team attention. Another foul on Dockweiler here. Jay Dockweiler commits the foul with 44 seconds to play. Hines hits the free shot. Well, the Bruins have just been super. 7 of 9 now at the free throw line in the 4th quarter. 60-52. Bartlesville ahead by 8. 61-52. 8 of 10 at the line for Bartlesville in the final period. Oh, Thompson just deadly. With 37 seconds to go, his shot goes through. Union calls time. They've cut it down to 7, 61-54, but the Bruins have really made a run on them here in the 4th quarter. Mark Thompson has 29 points. He's the game's leading scorer, of course. Now, Bruins lost the ball on the inbounds play. They had the ball, but lost it on the inbounds. Now Thompson misses this one. Burcham, the rebound, goes up and travels with the ball. It'll belong to Bartlesville. There's Mike Wise. Into Hines, and Hines is fouled. Steve Doucette got him with 26 seconds on the clock. Hines to the line. He has another one, 62-54. 8-point lead, Bartlesville's largest of the game. Hines is the point guard handling the ball most of the time, of course, and that's why he's getting fouled, because Union double and triple teaming whoever has the ball. Thompson pulls the ball off the glass for Union on the missed shot. Dribbles it down, goes baseline, and draws the foul. Darren Hall got him. 19 seconds to play, and Bartlesville lethargic at the start of this game. Coach D. Ketchum says that they just haven't been playing enough games. In fact, this is Bartlesville's first home game since mid-January and only the second one since the first of the year. Foul shot for Mark Thompson, good. 30 points in the ball game for Thompson. 62-55 Bartlesville. 19 seconds left. Thompson's second shot, his 31st point. 62-56. Hall. Mueller ahead to Wise. And he's fouled. Sid Burcham got him. Burcham will foul out of the ball game here. That's his 5th personal. 12 seconds to go. Wise at the line, 1 in bonus. 63-56. Bartlesville lead at 7. Could go back to 8 here. As Mike Wise goes to the free throw line and hits his 9th point of the game. 64-56 Bartlesville. Final seconds of the contest. Hamilton hits one. 6 seconds to go. 64-58. Union called a quick timeout. On the Bruins entry pass, there was a tie-up, so a jump ball here with just seconds remaining. Hamilton's got the ball, puts a shot in the air at the horn, but doesn't go, and Bartlesville comes away a winner. Bruins win it 64-58. Mark Thompson, the scoring story in this game, 31 points for Union. Darren Hall leads Bartlesville with 14. These teams could meet again in the Tulsa Memorial Regional later on this month. And we'll be back with more in just a moment.